Eat lettuce, but never make these mistakes that many people do. Lettuce is the favorite of salad lovers and anyone who enjoys leafy foods. And for good reason. Its distinctive flavor, along with its benefits, makes it a great addition to lunch and dinner tables around the world. However, millions of people make mistakes with lettuce without realizing it, and it's harming them. In this video, you'll discover what those mistakes are, how they harm you, and how to stop making them. Come along with me. Number 5. Washing lettuce improperly. Did you know that one of the biggest mistakes people make when eating lettuce is not washing it properly? It seems simple, but this step is crucial to avoid consuming pesticides, dirt, and even harmful bacteria like E. coli. If you think that just running the leaves under some quick water is enough, I hate to break it to you, but that might not cut it. When we wash lettuce improperly, we put our health at risk. And this can easily be avoided with some basic care. When washing lettuce, the first step is to separate the leaves from the stalk. This is important because many impurities, like small insects and dirt, often get trapped in the folds of the leaves. Just rinsing everything together won't do. You need to pay attention to each leaf. A common mistake is not spending enough time on this cleaning, and that practice can lead to ingesting unwanted substances. Another essential point is using specific products to sanitize vegetables and greens. You can find these products in supermarkets, and they come with clear instructions for use. The best method is to soak the leaves in the product for a few minutes before rinsing. This process helps remove pesticides and bacteria that running water alone can't wash away. Make this a habit and avoid health risks for your family. Many people think that a quick rinse is enough, but the reality is that without proper sanitization, eating lettuce can lead to digestive problems or even food poisoning. And to ensure you're doing everything right, remember, it's necessary to wash each leaf, no slacking off. Also, it's important to handle the lettuce with clean hands. Did you know that many times contamination comes from the person handling the food? Number 4. Storing lettuce incorrectly. Another common mistake people make with lettuce is improper storage. Have you ever stored lettuce in the fridge only to find it wilted and with dark spots after just a few days? This can result from storing it the wrong way. For example, putting lettuce directly into a sealed plastic bag is practically inviting it to spoil faster. The moisture trapped inside the plastic accelerates rotting and encourages bacterial growth. The solution is quite simple. Instead of using a plastic bag, you can wrap the lettuce leaves in damp paper towels and then place them in a container with a lid. The paper towel helps absorb excess moisture, keeping the lettuce fresh for longer. Another important detail is to change the paper towel every couple of days. This prevents moisture buildup and ensures the leaves remain in good condition, ready for consumption. Another common mistake is storing lettuce alongside strong-smelling foods like onions or garlic. Since lettuce is a delicate leaf, it tends to absorb these smells, which can ruin its flavor. So, it's better to store it separately. Additionally, if possible, keep your fridge temperature between 1 degree Celsius and 4 degrees Celsius, which is ideal for preserving fresh greens for longer. Storing lettuce correctly not only extends its shelf life, but also preserves the nutrients it offers. When the leaves start turning yellow or wilting, it means a large part of their nutrients has already been lost. That's why paying attention to how we store this food is essential to make the most of its benefits. Number 3. Eating expired lettuce. Often, when we open the fridge, we find foods that have been there longer than they should, and we wonder, is it still safe to eat? It's no different with lettuce. Eating leaves that have gone bad, whether due to being past the expiration date or looking wilted, can be dangerous. One of the biggest risks is food poisoning, which can cause serious health problems. So, it's essential to check the condition of the leaves before eating them. Lettuce is a perishable food, and as such, it has a limited time for consumption. Many people forget to check the expiration date or ignore clear signs of spoilage, like dark spots, strange smells, or slimy texture. If it shows these signs, the best thing to do is discard it immediately. The risk of contamination is high, and eating spoiled food can lead to symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. An important tip is to check the expiration date when buying. Often, in supermarkets, the leaves are already close to their expiration, and if not consumed quickly, they can spoil before you even get to use them. When choosing lettuce, go for those with green, firm leaves, avoiding ones that are starting to wilt or yellow. This ensures the food will last longer in your fridge. Another way to avoid eating expired lettuce is to prepare only what's needed for the day. Often, We wash and prepare more than necessary and end up storing leftovers for the next day. The problem is that once washed, the leaves have an even shorter shelf life. So the best practice is to wash only what will be consumed at the time of the meal. Number 2. Adding too many seasonings. When we think of preparing a lettuce salad, we often fall into the trap of over-seasoning. While seasonings like salt, vinegar, and olive oil enhance flavor, overdoing it can mask the natural taste of the lettuce and in some cases, even harm our health. Too much salt, for instance, increases sodium intake, which in the long run can lead to problems like high blood pressure and water retention. The secret to a tasty salad lies in balance. Using seasonings in the right amount allows you to enjoy the taste of the lettuce without overwhelming your palate. Instead of pouring large amounts of salt or vinegar, try lighter and healthier options, such as fresh herbs and lemon juice. These ingredients are great for adding flavor without compromising the nutritional value of the meal. Another important tip is to experiment with different types of olive oil and vegetable oils. Extra virgin olive oil, for example, is an excellent choice because it's rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. Also, it's a good idea to vary the seasonings, adding herbs like basil, oregano, and cilantro. This way, you can create delicious combinations without needing to add large amounts of salt or vinegar. Many people also have the habit of adding store-bought dressings to salads. However, these products, though convenient, are often loaded with preservatives and sodium, which reduces the nutritional quality of the dish. By opting for homemade dressings, you have full control over the ingredients you're consuming and can ensure a healthier, tastier meal. Number 1. Eating lettuce contaminated with bacteria. Lettuce is a healthy food, present in many daily meals. But did you know it can also be a source of contamination from bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella? These microorganisms can cause serious health problems, especially when lettuce is grown in poor conditions or handled incorrectly. Eating contaminated lettuce has been linked to outbreaks of foodborne illnesses, so paying attention to hygiene is crucial. It's easy to underestimate the risks associated with eating raw lettuce, since it's such a common part of our meals. However, because it grows directly in soil and is eaten without cooking, lettuce is particularly susceptible to contamination. For instance, the E. coli bacteria can be present on farms where water is contaminated or when fertilizers are used improperly. When ingested, this bacteria can cause symptoms like abdominal pain, diarrhea, and fever. In more severe cases, it can even lead to serious complications, especially in people with weakened immune systems. Another bacteria often found on lettuce leaves is Salmonella. This bacteria is responsible for intestinal infections that can result in diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. The problem is even greater when lettuce is grown in unsanitary conditions or handled by people who don't follow proper hygiene practices. So even if lettuce looks fresh and clean at first glance, poor handling can put your health at risk. To avoid eating contaminated lettuce, the first step is to be careful where you buy it. Choose lettuce from reliable sources, preferably organic or from local farmers who ensure quality control. Also, avoid eating raw lettuce in places with questionable hygiene, like some restaurants or street vendors, where storage and handling conditions may not be ideal. It's always better to be safe than sorry, and when it comes to your health, you can never be too careful. Another key point is sanitizing lettuce at home. Washing the leaves thoroughly, as we discussed earlier, is the main method for removing impurities and bacteria. However, besides washing, many people choose to soak the leaves in special solutions for disinfecting food. These products, which can be easily found in stores, help eliminate microorganisms that running water can't remove. A common mistake is handling lettuce without washing your hands first. Our hands carry a huge number of germs and bacteria that can end up contaminating the food we prepare. So it's essential to wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water before handling any food, especially leafy greens like lettuce that are eaten raw. Similarly, make sure the surfaces and utensils you use to prepare lettuce are clean. It's also worth noting that people with weakened immune systems, such as the elderly, pregnant women, and patients undergoing medical treatment, should take extra care when eating raw lettuce. In these cases, the risk of infection is even higher, and simply washing the food may not be enough. For these individuals, it's often recommended to eat cooked lettuce or avoid raw leaves during vulnerable times. As we've seen, small mistakes in handling, storing, and cleaning lettuce can affect both its taste and your health. Washing the leaves properly, storing them correctly, keeping an eye on expiration dates, and moderating the seasonings are simple steps that make all the difference. Additionally, Avoiding lettuce from questionable sources and ensuring your hands and utensils are always clean can prevent serious problems like food poisoning. So next time you prepare a salad, remember these tips and make sure lettuce continues being an ally to your health. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so that everyone can learn to avoid these common mistakes. And of course, leave your comments with suggestions and subscribe to the channel. I'm always bringing videos like this one, with the aim of helping you have a healthier diet and avoid illnesses. In the video now appearing on your screen, I talk about the mistakes you must avoid when eating onions. Click on the screen and check it out. See you there.